So, this week, as we're talking about some strategies and what to teach and how to teach in your classroom, I thought I'd use a strategy that many of you, I'm sure, have seen before and will use as part of your classroom for talking and learning and teaching about number sense, and that's a tens frame. Now, a tens frame is a graphic tool that helps children see numbers or see up to the value of 10, and because ones and tens are the basis of our number system, they have to develop that understanding of 1 to 10 and those rainbow numbers before they actually move on to place value. So this is a really useful tool. Now I have some examples because I don't want you just to get stuck in the one way of doing something or the same way you've seen it. So this is a really common thing that you see. It's a basic tens frame laminated card. I've seen these stuck onto children's desks with contact, and a lot of the children, they use counters to make 10. So how you do this is up to you as well. There are lots and lots of games. So you might ask children to make up to 5 or show me 2 and 2, and they might do it like this, and that's not a problem because that's 4. And when they're in those early years, you really don't want to be in these early explorations. There's no right or wrong way to do it. It's all about that exploring and developing that number sense. But I really don't want you to limit yourselves to a piece of white paper that's laminated, because there are lots and lots of options that you can do in your classroom. And there's lots of games you can play too, so I really urge you to have a look at what sort of games you can do as part of your tens frame. So here's one. It is just made out of paddle pop sticks, and it's not well made, and I would recommend you having a go doing these, and you might find a better way to do it. Really hands-on though, really great for our sensory kids as usual. And instead of counters, these are just some packaging. So remember, as teachers we tend to keep hold of everything, and I've just used a highlighter and I've coloured them in. So if I'm looking at doing my rainbow numbers of 6 and 4, well, I can see that that's 6, and then I've got 4, and that one's white. So I just wanted to show you how easy it was to colour them. So I'm just using a highlighter, and because they're two-sided, you could perhaps put another colour on that side too. So that's my 6, and then I've got the 4, and so it's really hands-on. It's really tangible. It's really manipulative. And so that's something you could do too. So don't forget our friend Play-Doh as well that we talked about last week. So that's something that you could also do in your tens frame. Sometimes they're called tens ladders, and that's something that you might also want to have a look at yourself. I've also got some shells here. Using all my resources from past times now. Really good for fine motor, doing this stuff as well as developing that number sense. And so how could you do this? Well, I've got some dice, so children could throw, say, 2 dice. So you could look at maybe the green and then the white, so just use the other side, and throw 2 dice and then make that number using the colours. What are they going to do if they throw a 6 and a 6? What does that mean? So it's all that problem solving comes into it too. There's different sided dice. So this dice, they actually get 3 numbers up, so they could choose 2 and then make those any 2 numbers and problem solve that way and see what happens. There's also now this is my exciting find. Egg cartons are a really good tens frame. Now this just happens to be an egg carton that you only get 10 eggs, but you can always just get the dozen eggs and cut some off the side and keep those too, because they're always a good resource. Now you could make your numbers with the egg cartons using counters as well, and helping children use it that way. You could also use cotton balls, and again you might want to colour these with different colours to build those up. And again, so it's all about exploring numbers up to 10, and you can use your rainbow numbers to have the children doing their rainbow numbers and use their tens frame to help them, and different coloured counters or different types of counters, such as shells or cotton balls or recycled packaging materials. You could always look at different types of shells, so you've got 2 different types of shells to build some numbers, and with those rainbow numbers too. So I'd like to hear information from you if you have anything on TENS frames and what activities you've seen or games that you've seen. There's so many you can do. Okay, thanks. Bye.